And we're back. Where do I start? Let's start up by closing this. Closing this opening. Opening. Opening this and fixing my camera. Like so. Here we go. No, that's the wrong one. This one. There we go. There we go. Okay. And there we go. All right, so let's see here. Starting with the first song, we have "Let's Just Live," which was the opening song of Volume 4 throughout the entire volume. I don't think it ever changed, just like the other songs from RWBY. We can take a look at this and see a sort of progression, which is clearly there, starting from Volume 1, followed by Volume 2, then Volume 3, and now Volume 4. The opening song has a sort of progression that I've been picking up along the way. And let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let me just try to flatten this a little bit so that it's not so obtrusive up here. And I don't know if you can hear me okay there, but there it is. Okay, so in Volume 1, it was... I believe it was... This'll Be the Day, which is pretty much presenting the scenario for us as to what we are going to be exposed to in the world of RWBY. Excuse me. So, I think it's "This'll Be the Day." I think that's the title of the song. I might be mistaken. This'll be the day we waited for. This'll be the day you open up the door to your absolution. Hope you're ready for a revolution. Welcome to a world of new solution. Welcome to a world of bloody evolution. In time, your heart will open minds. Sorry won't be told. Victory is in a simple song. I think, yeah, I'm going to go with "This Will Be the Day." So the title of the first song is "This Will Be the Day." And it's pretty much presenting, like, the beginning of the story, presenting the opening, if you will, of what we're going to be experiencing with RWBY. The lyrics of the song are somewhat metaphorical and also straightforward on particular points. And I'm trying to remember the lyrics here really quick. Yeah, it talks about strife, it talks about struggle and conflict, and surprise when a warrior will soon run wild, referring to perhaps RWBY, and basically the intro, followed up by Volume 2. The soundtrack for Volume 2 was... I believe it was "Time to Say Goodbye." And not the Andrea Bocelli one, but yeah, I think it's called "Time to Say Goodbye." I might be mistaken. But so once we were presented with the opening for the RWBY saga, Volume 2 presents us with growing up. Volume 2 presents us with the the oh gosh, the what do you call this? It's growing up, but it's maturing in a way, maturing, exposing yourself to possible changes, and holding on to the struggle and the strife. Listening to the lyrics of Volume Two, it mentions, you know, we can't keep holding on to childish dreams, and so now it's time to say goodbye to all the things we loved, to the peace we always knew. And and it also presents a question, which, listening to the song, the remix version of Sacrifice, pops a couple of questions in my head. And the part of that song of Say Goodbye that I'm referring to is in that little, I don't know what you call the parts of the song, and I'm not too familiar with the terms, but let's call it the bridge. I don't know if it's the bridge or not, but there's a part where it says, "Are we heroes keeping peace, or are we weapons pointed at the enemy so someone else can claim the victory?" Right? That, and then listening to the song Sacrifice, just started making me think into the really weird and dark department as to perhaps what we're seeing so far is not what is actually is. And I don't know if that makes sense, but I think of it as there might be more to what we have seen so far that we're not quite understanding just yet. And And in volume two, that question was presented. It was presented as a doubt. And then we listen to the other songs and other volumes, particular volume three, where it also presents, or was it volume two, that it also presents a doubt. The song that goes, I think it was volume two actually, the song that goes, goodness, I should have pulled up the lyrics from the other volumes. I wasn't expecting to go to volume two, volume one, and volume three, but I forgot the name of the song. But it's the song that goes, "See it in the world, and the hate is flowing." Um, Scattering the lies and shattering the sky. The machines of war will feel both sides in the Time to Die. Got it. Okay, so the name of the song is Time to Die. And the song Time to Die, it mentions about creating doubt. And because of that doubt, it starts spreading and creating distrust and and shattering the humanity between each other, where we can't trust each other anymore, where we can't band together, effectively dividing the strength of humanity, and therefore there's a little bug. Got him. Okay. Effectively dividing humanity and preparing it for defeat. I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining myself here, but the thought that I'm going with, there is a doubt that was already presented from volume two, and then listening to Sacrifice now, which I also believe was in volume two, maybe volume three. It's been a while, and While my memory might be good for a lot of things, very, very far back might get a little bit muddled up. Um, but the song Sacrifice mentioned, was it worth, the sacrifices, the price they paid for the lives you stole? Um, so it kind of like reignited that thought that possibly there might be some hidden story that I have yet to pick up on. But it's been presented. Volume 3 opening also mentions the fact that, you know, the mirrors will shatter. So mirrors, a symbol of like illusion or covering something that's not quite real. From the song When It Falls. Mirrors will shatter, crushed by the weight of the world. The pillars collapse in shame. Which was, in a way, foretold in Volume 2 when it was referring to... Yum yum. Okay. Man. Let's continue this in part 2 because dinner is ready and I'm hungry, but I get a feeling. There's a certain sense of hidden story that we're not quite seeing fully developed just yet. So I wanna keep talking about this, but it's family dinner time. So let's leave it here for now. I greatly appreciate everything you do, all of your support, and just sticking through with me during these very difficult times. I greatly do appreciate you guys, everything that you do. And you guys are truly awesome. So let's leave it here for now. I'll come back, hopefully tonight, but I don't think so because I might have to prepare for work tomorrow, and it's just been really difficult. Honestly, it's been really tough. But let's leave it here for now. I'm excited to revisit, or not revisit, but to well, I guess revisit. I'm excited to revisit the previous songs and try to like patch them up with Volume 4 and the lyrics that I have here, and go through these songs and start trying to find the connecting points and put them all together. And I'm really looking forward to that. So until next time. Actually, let me put the mouse on the stop button. Until next time, take care. And bye-bye. ふわふわふわふわりくるくるくるくるくるくる回るのふわふわふよふよふわふわりうるるくるくるふわふわ飛び出したの